What's cracking, folks? It is I, CFK Crew, here to bring you some more Total Extreme Wrestling 2013. I got it right this time, right? Yeah, I got it right. WWE Edition, or WWE Style, or WWE Style with F flavor. But you gotta get the. Okay, anyway. Tonight's card, as advertised, we have the prime time players taking on the New Day in a non-title match. Uh, it's it should I probably should adjust it so it says exactly who the New Day Part 2 is fighting. It's Big E and Xavier Woods taking on the primetime players. We have Kalisto defending his United States title against Tyler Breeze. We have a segment of Talk is Jericho, in which Jericho will be interviewing the man that he fought last week. Not last week, 2 weeks ago. AJ Styles, since Talk is Jericho, since Miz TV segment didn't go so well. Hopefully this one will go a lot better. Becky Lynch and Sasha Banks will take on Naomi and Tamina after last week. They were both attacked by Naomi and Tamina after their match. We have Bray Wyatt finally sinking his fangs into the Ryback. We have a continuation of our SmackDown main event, wherein tonight will be a tag team match between Stardust and Kevin Owens versus the face team of Dolph Ziggler and Neville. Also announced is that Roman Reigns will be having a match tonight in the main event. However, it is not announced who is going to be in it. I will come back shortly. Okay, folks, we are back. It is like 2 hours later. Raw comes on in 10 minutes, and I don't have time for this. My mouth is sticky. Not because of that. I just had ice cream. Not that. Let's get on to the show. All right. First things first, a video package plays showing various WWE superstars. It's Monday Night Raw. B- rating, good way to open the show. Bad way to open the show. The commentary team welcomes the viewers to Monday Night Raw. They do their best to hype the viewers up, but every time JBL says Maggle, every time Cole shills the WWE Network, and every time Byron Saxton opens his mouth, the hype just dies. And Byron performed poorly. I'm not surprised. C-. Okay. The Authority start the show, or the show starts with the Authority in the ring. They start off telling Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose to come out, which they do. Steph informs Dean that he does not have a match for tonight, but Roman will have a mystery match for the main event tonight. Dean tells Roman that if this is a trap, then he has his back, but Triple H says that won't be necessary. As Dean is now banned from the arena, effective immediately. Security then ushers Dean out, while Roman stands looking ready for whatever the Authority has planned for him. B-, look good. The standard New Day entrance, with backing on local sports teams, Booty, and WWE World Tag Team Champions, stated multiple times. It's still fun, though. I need New Day to get over, because I need them to have these great intros. And about that, solid in-ring action, but not much in the way of heat. New Day defeated primetime players in 9:58 when Darren Young was disqualified, when Bubba Ray Dudley ran in and attacked X. JBL and Byron have good chemistry together. I didn't notice that last time. Strange. X is improving his performance skills. I had Xavier go in so he could, After the bell rings, the primetime players roll out, and the Dudley Boys take this opportunity to hit Kofi with a 3D while Big E tries to make a run for it. I'm talking too fast. I have 8 minutes. Out comes the Usos, who force Big E back towards the ring. Bubba tells Devon to get the tables, and so Devon and the Usos set up a couple of tables. Kofi finally manages to sneak out with Big E, but poor Xavier is in the ring all alone. The Dudleys 3D Xavier through a table and set him on another table afterwards for the Usos to dive off the top rope to put them through. After totally killing Xavier via tables, both teams stare down a mourning Big E and Kofi. But as Jimmy steps back, he finds himself mid 3D and through another table. When Jay turns around to see what just happened, he catches a fist to the face, followed by a flying headbutt, preceded by a "What's up?" The Dudleys are really feeling it. Oh, gotta sneeze. Okay. D. Nothing improved. The commentary team filled time for the crews to remove the carcasses of several tables from the ring. I need you to go. Okay, in a bout that had solid in-ring action, but not much in the way of heat, Kalisto defeated Tyler Breeze in 6:17 by pinfall with a rising sun. Kalisto makes defense number 3 of his WWE United States title. Any improvements? None. After the match, once again, Del Rio comes to the top of the ramp, this time with Bad News Barrett beside him. He tells Kalisto that his surprise is that he talked to the Authority about his rematch at Fastlane. I spelled Facelane. And he got it turned into a 2 out of 3 falls match. He hopes that Kalisto is man enough for it. During the special episode of Talk is Jericho, Y2J interviews the man who beat him 2 weeks ago on Raw in his debut match. Initially, he seems irritated by this fact, but as the real interview goes on, he seems to ease up. Eddie talks about wrestling around the world and his ultimate goal of winning some WWE gold. The duo are then interrupted by the hashtag social outcasts, who are not trending worldwide because hashtag AJ Styles Y2J is trending instead. Hesi and the Outcasts are just out to steal some spotlight and Twitter exposure. But Jericho is pissed off and issues a challenge to them if they really want to be trending. Up next, AJ Styles and Y2J take on Axl Rose. Jericho debuted. He wasn't on the roster even though he had a match. AJ's improving. Incredible. In a match that had some good action but not much in the way of heat, Chris Jericho and AJ Styles defeated Axl Rose in 8:56 when AJ defeated Curtis Axel by a calf crusher. AJ's improving, Adam Rose improving, Axeman improving, C-. After destroying Social Outcast, Jericho grabs the mic. He says that match felt really good and that he liked being AJ's tag team partner. AJ agrees, as does the crowd that loudly shouts, Y2AJ. Jericho replies, "You want to see this be a thing? AJ, you want to be a tag team? If so, then the tag team division will never, ever, ever be the same again. A new tag team is born." Before the commercial, the camera goes backstage where the Authority are spotted speaking to Paul Heyman. Wonder what they're talking about. I don't have time for this. In a bout that had solid in-ring action, but non-existent crowd heat, Becky Lynch and Sasha Banks defeated Naomi and Tamina in 8:48 when Becky Lynch defeated Naomi via a disarm. Tamina's improving. After the match with Naomi and Tamina running away, Becky yells at them something that is nearly indiscernible unless you are from the United Kingdom. From behind, Sasha Banks grabs Becky, let's re-uppercase, by the hair and pulls her into a bank statement right afterwards. And they had just won a match together. Once Becky is exhausted, Sasha tells her that she is the boss and that next week on Raw, she will beat Becky and become the #1 contender for the Divas Championship. In the back, Charlotte with Rick are starting an interview with Renee Young. Charlotte deflects all of Renee's questions about who she would rather fight, saying that it doesn't matter because she will beat them with flair. Rick wooed a lot, but it was fucking cash because holy shit, Ric Flair. Am I right? I am so totally right. Ric Flair improvised well. He came across well. At least someone did. Wait, where did the video package go? I messed up. There's supposed to be a video package right here. I'll get to it late when it comes up. In a match that's a good action, average heat, Bray Wyatt defeated Ryback in 10:46 by pinfall with a standing senton splash, following interference from Brawny Strongman. They were both getting tired at the end. Brought the rain down. Is it afterwards? I did afterwards. I guess we could do this instead. It does make sense somewhat. Again, Bray cuts an arcade promo from the dark room. He tells the crowd that he is aiming to slay not only the titans of this corrupt company, but he will also burn it straight to hell if he needs to fix it. Kane, Big Show, and Ryback are all just stepping stones to the greatest titles. Wherever you are, run. Duh! Ziggler is on the way to his match tonight when he is stopped by Eden, who asks him, is he ready? Dolph says that he is always ready, and that Kevin better learn that real soon, or he's going to have to teach it to him the hard way. The IC title is his belt, and no one is going to steal the show at WrestleMania besides the show-off. Eden looks dreadful. I thought Booker said she was looking good. Okay. In a match that had some good action and average heat, Stardust and Kevin Owens defeated Dolph Ziggler and Neville in 14-12 when KO defeated Neville by pinfall after using a foreign object, or maybe, I know, some cheap shot. Ziggler's improving. Nice. The Authority are in the ring to announce the main event for tonight, calling out Roman Reigns first, of course. They tell him that his match tonight is a tag team match, that his opponents are none other than the League of Nations, Sheamus and Rusev. The duo head down to the ring with smug looks on their face. Steph composes herself and announces that his tag team partner is Brock Lesnar. Nice. Yeah, in a bout that featured great action and a good crowd, Sheamus and Rusev defeated Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar in 15:36 when Sheamus defeated Roman by pinfall with the Bro Kick. During the match, we also had Brock Lesnar turn on Roman. Yeah, I like psychology. I should have scripted it, but I didn't want to. Brock's improving. Scary. After being betrayed by Brock and losing the match, Roman is attacked by Rusev, Sheamus, and Triple H runs out to join in. They beat the merciless fuck out of Roman, and without Dean to help him, he is hit. Brock looks down the ramp, does a stupid little dance, and walks off. End of show. Too much Adam Rose, too much X, increased 19, lost in 16. It was a B-. That's like the best show I've ever done. I hate you guys. Thanks for watching, folks. Bye-bye.